Well. Good morning. Been a while. I haven't thought of a video. I haven't felt the need to do one. Didn't have much to say, you know. I've had things happen, but I feel as though, you know, there's no need to share those things for the moment. You know, I'll share them at a later time or something like that once, you know, I really put more thought into it. And, you know, I always go off of videos where it boils down to vibe. You know, I always follow my spirit, follow my gut. You know, whenever my mind is like, you know, get your thoughts down, that's when I do my videos. So, to the 5 people that do watch my videos, if you do wait for them, you know, I apologize. I take a bit of time and stuff like that. But anyhow, hope everything's going okay. I hope you're blessed. You know, I hope your days are going good. And I hope, you know, whatever goals that you have in store, you know, whatever tasks you need to complete now, I pray that you get to them. I pray that you reach them. And I pray that you have the strength to persevere through whatever it is that you're going through, you know. So, quick fit. I know that was a long behind intro, but quick fit. So, I've been reading this one book, right? This one particular book. I can't even call it reading. I've been picking it up and putting it down. I love to read. You know, I love to read fiction. I love to read just different stories. I've always been enamored with different stories and stuff like that. And, you know, that's what allowed me to be able to, you know, write when I was younger. And, you know, I still write here and there, you know, and stuff like that. But this book, so let me explain this first. I have a particular thing about me where I hate picking a book up and not finishing it. I hate it. If I pick the book up and I start reading it, I gotta finish it. And I just feel like with this one, it's about to be one of those situations where I pick it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take me forever. I've had the book since last maybe like October or something, and it's so bad. I've only read up to like 100 at like 10 pages. Like, I'm like, it's just I can't relate to the character. You know, I'm interested enough to where I've read 110 pages, but clearly that's terrible. Here we are about to be in July, and I've only read 100 pages. So there was another book in which I read, I really wanted to read, and it had, I don't know, it had like 700, 800 pages and whatever like that. It's not particularly large, but, and it was based on, well, the book, there's a show that I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad if I say the name, or if it's like, I don't know. I'm not popular, so it shouldn't mean no different. It was American Gods. Now, this is when American Gods first came out. And I was like, man, the show looked awesome, but I want to read the book first, so that way I can have a general idea when I watch the show. So I started reading the book, and no lie, that book, I've never taken so long to finish a book. Like, the book just, it read like stereo instructions. It just, I didn't particularly like the way the book was written, and it was kind of boring, you know? No knock to the author, Mr. Neil, no knock to him at all. You know, I've read some of his other stuff. I like Sandman, you know, no knock to it. But I felt like the book would have been much better as a graphic novel. Like, I just didn't particularly like the entirety of the book. Now, the last, like, there was like scattered parts here and there that I enjoyed, and the last like 250 pages I loved. I was like, that's when, like, you know, things started really, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna, if anybody wants to read it, I'm not gonna put it out there, you know. But I wasn't a particular fan of the book. But like I said, that book took me over a year to read. Just because of that stipulation that I have for myself. It took me over a year to get done. And you know, I would talk to friends and you know, those that, you know, I know that like to read and stuff like that. And I had one particular friend that was like, why wouldn't you just put it down and start reading something else? And I had another book to read. That I'd been waiting for. R.I.P. to the author. He just died. Won't be finishing. That series won't be finished. So, you know, I'm not saying that he died and it's messed up because I'm not going to be able to finish. It's sad that he died, but, you know, R.I.P. to him. But, you know, it was the next installment of the series I was reading. So they were like, put American Gods down and read that book. You know, that's the book you want to read. That's the book that you want to, you know, you've been waiting for. Read that book. And I'm like, no, let me go ahead and do this. Finish this. Do what I got to do here. And it just, and you know, when I'm reading it, and I'm reading it so slow because it's boring me. And, you know, then I started to feel like, dang, man, I'm not good at reading no more. I don't like to read anymore. And all these doubts came into my head, and I was just like, man, like, why? Like, why don't I like reading anymore? And then it's when it went on to, why don't I like writing anymore? Like, I used to love writing. Like, I don't know, why haven't I written in a while? Why haven't I put together a story in a while? Why haven't I, even if it's a short story, you know, short form, whatever, you know, just something. So all these doubts started to come to my head and things, and I finally made the decision to say, you know what? I was probably halfway through the book at that point, and I said, you know what? I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to read the other book. And when I say I ate that monster up, like I powered through that, like it was a page turn. I was like, oh, like, so, you know, thinking about it today, because right now I'm going through it again. And, you know, the other book that I was reading that's so boring, I only read 100 pages. And I have not picked up nothing else. And I finally said I'm on my way to go, you know, and get an oil change and stuff. So I was like, what am I going to read? Because I know for a fact if I bring that book with me, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to get on my phone and I'm going to look at some. So I'll probably read 10 pages and then look at something on my phone. And I finally said, screw it. I grabbed another installment of this series, this series I've been reading, Joe Ledger series. So I grabbed the next installment in that. I've been waiting to grab that. And I said, screw it, I'm gonna start reading this because I know for a fact, I know the characters already, I know I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm just, you know, let me just do this, you know, I know for a fact I'm gonna like it. And as I was sitting here driving and thinking about it, and I was like, why is it that most of us put these stipulations on ourselves? That stupid stipulation that I have for myself. If I don't like the book, if the book is just not doing it for me, there's no need for me to hold on to this book, and if I don't finish it, there's just it's an underlying thing as far as goal oriented finishing things. I don't like not finishing things. That's my underlying issue. I don't feel like I didn't. I hate feeling like I didn't complete something that I started. I hate that feeling. I want, even if I completed it in the worst way, I can say at least I did it. You know. Sometimes you have to put things down. Sometimes you have to just, it's not working out here. You're not gonna finish it. And that's okay. That's not making you a terrible person. It doesn't make you, oh, you suck. You're no good. And, you know, like, sometimes things just don't work out, and you gotta start something else. You gotta go somewhere else. You gotta do something else. You've been in a job for 4 or 5 years, nothing's happening, and you feel the need to, okay, I'm gonna stay here so I can move up or gain this or whatever, but you know, you hate the job, or it's just not fulfilling you, or it's just not getting you at a place that you want to be. It's okay to walk away from it. It's okay to stop it. It's okay to drop it and find something else. Pick up another book. Obviously that's an analogy. Pick up, you know, get into something else. There's nothing wrong if you find out halfway through the series, halfway through the book that you're reading, man, you know, I'm not really feeling this, you know? I'm just not. But I don't want to make light of people that make excuses and things like that. I feel like if you have the capability of finishing something, then you should, you know? If you can muster it up and finish it, then you absolutely should, you know? But I do feel like you have to know yourself enough to say, this is either going to take me a really long time, so I can do something else in the meantime while I finish this up. And I was thinking about it. I was like, directors and writers, writers do this all the time, you know? How many times have I heard writers say that they had this script, they put it down, they worked on this script, they had 30 movies come out, this script that they had for 20 years, they finally finished it, and then they put it out. And it's like, it all just hit me today. It was just the weirdest thing this morning. And I'm like, why haven't I been thinking like this? I can put the book down and come back to it. It's nothing wrong with that. You can put that project down that you had if you just writer's block, you know, creativity block. You just got stuck on this. It's okay to put it down. Now, I don't think that you should put down multiple things and you'll just have a bunch of things that you don't complete. You know, that's not good. I don't think that you should hop around from job to job to job to job to job to job. I think you should find something that you do enjoy to do. And if you find that you don't enjoy working for other people, figure out how you can work for yourself, you know? I just feel like there's no reason why you should get stuck on something that takes up your time, that stops you from either enjoying, you know, other things or either, you know, completing other things. Because what if you have this other grand idea in your mind and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do that because I'm still on this and I didn't finish this. There's nothing wrong with putting this on hold and jumping on this. And then if this gets a little stuck, you can jump back on that. You know, some people can, you know, you can juggle the two. And I feel like one can apply that to most things going on in their life. So, today, I'm starting another book. Today, I'm going to look at some of the writings that I've done and see if I can add to the story a little bit. You know, whatever. I haven't done that in months. Today, I'm just going to chill. And if I can get some work, like I said, I got to go get an oil change. If I can get some work, I'll get some work. But today, I'm going to try to knock out a few other things, you know? So today, there's something that you've been doing and, you know, it's been taking a while. You write, you read, work you're doing, hustle, whatever. Take some time out to do something else, you know? Get something else done. And keep it moving, alright? Whoever this video helps, it helps. Whoever it doesn't, doesn't. Blessings, peace, love, always, alright? Later.